Good morning everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ivan and this is German Made Simple. On this channel we are breaking down the German grammar. Today we are going to talk about the genders in German. Der, die, das. Is a noun feminine, is a noun masculine, or is it neuter? So let's jump into it. So let me start this video immediately with an advice. Look at this chart, please. If we see this pie, we can see that almost the half of the German nouns are feminine, 46% of them. About 1/3 or 34% are masculine. And 1/5 of them, around 20% of all nouns in German, are neuter. Indeed, what can we see here actually is that it is the noun that has a gender actually, and this is why it's getting also an article. Now, nouns in German are always written with the capital letters, even if they don't begin the sentence. So, where is the problem? The problem is that we cannot tell directly from the noun. We don't see on the noun whether it is masculine, feminine, or neuter. This is why we should learn with every new noun also its gender, the articles, defined articles or undefined articles. Of course, there are some features that can help you figure out whether the noun is masculine, feminine or neuter. And for this, you need to pay attention to the meaning of the noun as well as finding it out when you see how the noun is written. Above all, the endings, and we're gonna see this in this video. So let's go further. Masculine nouns in German are, for example, masculine persons. This can be der König, der Onkel, der Bruder. So in some sort, the biological gender, as well as people who have a profession but who are biologically masculine, actually men working. Yeah. So as an example, we have der Arzt, der Koch, der Künstler, the doctor, the cook, or the artist. Nouns which are always also in masculine are the compass points. So the north, the south, the east and the west. Hier haben wir den Norden, den Süden, den Osten und den Westen. Furthermore, days, months and seasons are also always masculine. Der Montag, der Januar, der Sommer, and so on. Most of the mountains and rivers outside of Germany are also masculine. For example, der Nil, der Amazonas, der Mount Everest, der K2, and so on. Also, all the precipitations are masculine in German. The rain, the snow, like der Regen, der Schnee, der Hagel. Here we saw the masculine nouns when it comes to the meaning. What does it mean, a masculine noun? Is it a mountain outside of Germany? Is it a masculine person? Is it a precipitation? However, we understand that it is masculine. Now let's see the endings of masculine nouns in German. So here we can see the endings of masculine nouns. The first one is ling. So all the nouns ending on ling in German are masculine. For example, the trainee, der Lehrling, or the butterfly, der Schmetterling. Another one is ismus. All the nouns in German which end on ismus are masculine. For example, der Kubismus, der Hinduismus, etc. All the nouns ending on ich, pronounced really like the personal pronoun me, ich, and all the nouns ending on ich are also masculine. For example, the carpet, der Teppich, der Teich, der Streich, or der König, der Käfig und der Zweig. If you go on, all nouns in German ending by end, are also masculine. For example, der Präsident, der Patient, der Dirigent oder der Dozent. Eine weitere Endung, another ending, will be ist. For example, der Saxophonist, der Tourist, and so on. Also nouns ending with or ika. These three endings also indicates that the noun in German is masculine. For example, der Direktor, der Marmor oder der Jongleur, der Aktor, der Historiker, der Mystiker und so weiter and so on. So as next, let me show you the feminine nouns in German. We're gonna start with the meaning. What does it mean? In the same logic as before. Let me show you. We will start with the biological gender actually, or feminine persons. For example, the first one, die Schwester, die Prinzessin, the sister, the princess, the daughter, the mother. These are biologically feminine persons, so of course they will be in feminine. Number two are feminine professions or women making a profession, like die Bäuerin, for example, die Ärztin, or die Geschäftsfrau hier, die Geschäftsfrau, ein Geschäftsmann, a businessman, die Geschäftsfrau, the businesswoman. The next one are most of the flowers, die Rose, die Mimose, here die Orchidee. Then we have the ships also. The names of the ships are also feminine. Die Titanic, for example. Or motorbikes, Die Kawasaki, die BMW. Good. So now let's go on and see the ending of feminine nouns in German. The first one will be Heit. Die Freiheit, the freedom, die Gesundheit, the health, die Weisheit, the wisdom, and so on. As well as kite, guys. Kite is also Heit and kite. They are both endings for feminine nouns. Die Möglichkeit, the possibility. Die Ewigkeit, the eternity. Die Emsigkeit, and so on. Schafft is another ending that indicates us the feminine gender of a noun in German. For example, die Landschaft, the landscape. Die Mannschaft, the German national team is called football team. Actually is called Mannschaft, die Mannschaft. Basically Mannschaft means a team. Die Wirtschaft, the economy. Die Freundschaft, the friendship. Und die Botschaft. Botschaft, die Botschaft can be a news, or it can be also the embassy. So with Schaft, actually, it is somehow like in English the ship, Freundschaft, friendship, For example, die Freundschaft, it means the Freundschaft means the friendship. The next ending indicating that the noun is feminine in German is ion, Zum Beispiel die Revolution, die Tradition, die Dimension. Or ung. Ung is also an ending for feminine nouns in German. Die Verbindung, the connection. Die Erfindung, the invention. Die Beziehung, the relationship, Or ans, die Toleranz. Die Arroganz, die Distanz, and so on. The next one is add. Die Priorität, die Autorität, die Pubertät, die Universität, and so on. As next, we're gonna see in the same logic again the neutral nouns in German. Let me show you what I mean by that. First of all, when it comes to understanding, we have the colors. All the colors used as noun are in neutral. Das Rot, das Blau, das Grün, etc. Hotel names are also in the neutral gender in German. Das Hilton, das Ritz, das Plaza. It is basically das Hotel. So, das Hilton Hotel, das Ritz Hotel, das Plaza und so weiter. Or Nominalisierungen. Nominalisierungen, as you see, there is the word nouns, nomen, nominalisierung. So, what it means is that we use verbs or adjectives as nouns. The swimming, das Schwimmen. The running, das Rennen. The reading, das Lesen. The laughing, das Lachen. The sleeping, das Schlafen. Or adjectives, das Rote, here we have a color. Das Unglaubliche, the unbelievable, das Große, the big, yeah, the immense, the huge. When it comes to the ending, for neutral nouns, we have chen, always chen, line. These are indicating that something is small, yeah? A small thing, like das Mädchen, the girl. Das Brötchen, it means a small bread. Das Brot und das Brötchen. Das Zeichen. With line, das Blümlein, a small little flower. Die Blume, das Blümlein. Der Mann, das Männlein. Another ending indicating the neutral gender of German nouns is ment, das Instrument, das Experiment, das Apartment oder das Argument. Last but not least, guys, we have the two endings that helps us figuring out the neutral gender of German nouns. The first one will be tum, like das Datum, the date, das Altertum, das Publikum, das Medium, das Podium, and so on. Or at, das Quartett, das Jackett, das Klosett, das Bett, das Brett, the board here, und das Ballett, and so on. So let me show you one last thing, guys. When it comes to compositions or composed words, when a word is composed from two or more different words, like for example, if I have die Fabrik, the factory, der Fabrikdirektor, yeah, the director of the factory, die Fabrikdirektors Tochter, the daughter of the director of the factory, etc. So, as you see, die Fabrik, der Fabrikdirektor, so it will be der Direktor, so der Fabrikdirektor, and then we have die Fabrikdirektors Tochter, so the daughter, die Tochter. So the gender would always change according to the last word in the composition of the new word that we create, basically. Let me show you this quickly on the screen. So here, for combined nouns, we can say if a noun consists of more than one noun, it is the last noun that defines the gender of the entire word. So if I take a masculine noun first, der Schrank, which will be the cupboard, and then I have the door, which is feminine, die Tür, my composed new noun will be die. Schrank, Tür. Feminine. Why? Because the last word of the composition is feminine. Again, we can take das Bett, a neuter noun, the bed. And then we have die Decke, which is feminine, the blanket, die Decke. The composed word will be feminine, die Bettdecke, yeah? Because the last word of the composition is feminine. On the other side, die Hand, the hand, feminine. Das Tuch, which is a cloth or a tissue, will be das Handtuch, yeah, the towel. And the noun, the new noun, the composed word, new word is neuter, because the last word is neuter. A last example, die Fabrik, feminine, der Arbeiter, maskulin, der Fabrikarbeiter. Good, this was quick and it's fast to learn. Focus on the meaning of the word. What is it? There is also a logic, there is a logic when it comes to, for example, to the opposite. If I have der Tag, the day, then the night will be feminine. Der Tag is masculine, der Tag. The night will be die Nacht. If I have die Sonne, the sun, then the moon will be also masculine. Die Sonne, der Mond, for example. Think also about logically. Masculine or male animals will be masculine and female animals will be feminine. For example, die Katze, der Kater, der Hund, die Hündin, etc. Now let me show you some exercises how you can slowly practice this and try to test yourself. Just in parentheses, I don't like exams, guys. Exams are putting me some pressure, so I relax completely and I do what I can, but it is not the way that I am used to perform my best. What it helps me actually to improve are tests. So I am testing myself every single day. I'm testing if I know this, if I still remember something, if I still am able to do something. So testing oneself, discovering one's mistakes helps to progress. But be careful, we shouldn't be under anxiety, fear, pressure, because this is not good for a learning. It is not good for your brain. Good. So now, with this being said, let's go to the exercises. The first exercise is about the nouns sending signals, yeah? Signals with the endings, so we can see in the ending of the noun if it's masculine, if it's feminine, or if it's neutral. So here you can just remember, see it, or try just to copy the masculine endings of the noun, the feminine endings of a noun, and the neutral endings of a noun. The idea is here, again, not you to remember all of them and to learn them by heart. It is to work them. In the next page, we can see that we have here some nouns. And now we should be able to put them in their according place. For example, Westen, I remember, this had something to do with north, south, east and west. Okay, so all of this in German are masculine, exactly, der Westen. So I will put Westen here, der Westen. Or Ismus, yes, in the previous page I needed to write down the endings. Now I will remember the endings because I did the exercise before and I will know that Ismus is a masculine verb. So I will write it here down. On the next page, guys, we have more words. So please take your time, learn also this new vocabulary and place them in the according row here. If it's der, masculine, die, feminine, or das for neutral. Finally, here On this page, you need to define the gender of the noun, Kommunismus, okay, yeah, I know this was der Kommunismus, and tell me here why is it masculine. I choose a masculine noun, here as well, so here I give the reason, and on this one I need to give the reason. For example, I can say the ending, Endung, yeah, Endung ist maskulin, which is ismus. So all the nouns on ismus are masculine. And I remember this rule. Again, in the first exercise, you will not remember maybe or be able to fill out all the endings for masculine, feminine and neutral. But doing the first exercise, having done the second exercise, and when you come here, I am sure that with Kommunismus or whatever, you will not have a problem with the ending. You will remember it here. Teppich as well, the carpet. Oh, we have I, me, ich, yeah. Oh, Teppich, this was also something. This was also an indication that shows me the gender of the noun, etc. guys. So this was it for today, guys. I hope it makes sense and that I brought you the maximum of value when it comes to how to define the genders in German. I know it is a little bit different than other languages. However, don't try to learn them now and forever and to struggle. Just work with them. Whenever you learn a new word, remember, try to go back, take your files here, make a screenshot, come back to the video and see, is it correct? Am I right? Yeah. So learn new vocabularies. Also discover and repeat the rule when you learn new vocabulary. And like this, over time, you're gonna get used to it and need to learn less, but you will know more. And if this video was in any value for you, if you learned something out of it, and if you want to support my work, please give it a like, write a comment in the comment section below, and if you didn't subscribe yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you guys in the next video.